Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. We turn now to Bulldog hockey, and with us, assistant Dave Cencer. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Rob. Happy to be here.
Obviously, heading into the final week of the regular season here this week against Lake Superior, and still a lot on the line for your guys with still an opportunity to make the postseason play.
Absolutely. No, we have a lot in front of us, a lot to play for this weekend. First and foremost, it's our final 2 home games to close out the regular season. It's senior night Saturday, but certainly we have an opportunity to make the conference playoffs as well. We need to get a win and a tie, or at least 2 wins would be even better. But we have that opportunity, so a lot of good things ahead of us this week.
This past weekend took on Bowling Green, and obviously a rivalry that dates back a number of years to the CCHA days, now the WCHA, and eventually the new CCHA again.
Right. No, we've had a lot of good games, a lot of good series against them over the years, and just even in my time here, I can remember a lot of real intense games, so this weekend was really no different. Some great hockey for sure.
Let's go to the highlights. We'll start first with Friday night, one of those nights where it was tough to find the back of the net for your team.
Yeah, it was. One of those nights where we had some chances, especially early on, and one of those kind of situations where you feel like if maybe we can somehow get the first goal, things might turn out a little differently. But their goaltender made a couple of big saves early on that chance, and Kate Kowalski as well had a breakaway in the first minute of play, really. So, you like to maybe think if you can get one of those, maybe things start a little differently. But, that's a really tough environment to play in, really good crowds there. And once things get going their way, a lot of times you see things kind of snowball just because the crowd kind of helps push it along. And I think that was probably part of it this weekend.
Obviously a 2-0 lead for the Falcons going into the second, and they had a big second period here, one of those periods where they really got it rolling.
They did, yeah. They have some pretty talented forwards and a couple of defensemen that have a lot of offensive talent as well. And they found the back of the net a couple of times and just some really good individual plays on their part. So you have to give them credit. Roni Salmon-Kangas came into net partway through that game, though, and I thought he really played well. The second half of the game, made some big saves there. They scored one on the power play, but that's the only one he gave up after he came in. And he really kind of slowed things down and steadied things on our end after that. And you see him make a couple big saves there. He did a great job settling things down for us.
One of those games where you go into the third period and you're down big, but the guys didn't quit, fought back, and found a way to compete here in the third.
Yeah, they played hard, and we wound up with a pretty good goal late in the game by Brendan McLaren on a nice play here by Jake Willits at the point on the shot, and then McLaren on the tip. So nice to see something like that late in the game, to see the guys just keep playing hard the whole time.
At the final score on Friday night, how difficult is it when you're on the road to put one like that behind you and get ready to play the next night?
Well, in a lot of ways, it's kind of been an aberration for this team. They worked so hard all year and have played so well night after night that we knew that they would rebound well, and they would be, they're such great competitors. We knew that they would bring that good game the next night, and they did. They put it behind them right away and really came out firing right away the next night.
Much different game on Saturday night as we go to the highlights, and obviously you get the first goal here early on Saturday night, and this was an even game the whole way through.
Yeah, and to start with, I thought Roni, again, he played very well in net. Which was great. He was WCHA goalie of the week a couple weeks ago at Michigan Tech and played equally as well, if not better, in this game. There is a great goal on the power play on an end replay there. A nice kind of shot pass by Zach Yoder, and then Jason Tackett on the finish.
Obviously here a throwback night for Bowling Green, and the guys wearing some throwback uniforms here on your side as well.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. I think both schools wore their original jerseys from the first years in the CCHA back when we were rivals back in those years. So kind of interesting, fun to be a part of something like that for sure.
Obviously 1-1 going into the second period, and they'll get the go-ahead goal right here in the second period, and again, you had some opportunities here through the second and the third periods to try to tie it back up.
We did, yeah. I give the guys a lot of credit. They really they played well. They created a lot of offensive opportunities, and one of those nights where their goaltender played well. He made some pretty big saves. Roni played well in that for us. Didn't really give up anything on our end. Heading into the second, we were down 1, but we really liked how we were playing. It was a completely different kind of game than the night before. And the guys, they really responded well. And we did get a number of great chances in the third period. And one specifically with the goalie pulled, with about a minute left, Hunter Went had an opportunity on the back door and all alone. And you have to give credit where credit's due. Their goaltender came across and made a great save. And so just one of those nights where, you couldn't quite get a break, but we definitely created a lot of offense and played well defensively, so a lot of positives for sure.
How much does it factor in there when you're going down the stretch, down by a goal, knowing you need some points here in the playoff chase to try to make something happen here at the end?
Yeah, I think, a lot of times, guys, it's just natural. Guys will try to press and try to create some offense. And in a lot of ways, we did it, but we did it the right way on Saturday. We didn't take unnecessary gambles and give up, too many chances the other way. I think the guys just pressed hard within the game and did things the right way. And they were rewarded with great chances. Now we just have to find a way to, be rewarded by putting the puck in the net.
This weekend, taking on Lake Superior State, and a team that's also fighting for seeding in terms of the postseason tournament, and obviously being senior night, a chance to honor your seniors on Saturday.
Yeah, Lake Superior State's having they're fighting for seeding. They're having a pretty decent year. They definitely have a lot of offensive firepower. They have a couple of just pure goal scorers, so we'll have to be on guard for those guys. But it should be good hockey. We've played them, earlier this year, 2 games up there, an overtime game, another close game. So we've played them twice in very close games, and I expect the same this weekend. And whenever it's senior night, you definitely want to send those guys out on a good note and play well for those guys. So it'll be good this weekend.
Big senior class. I know a group that's put in a lot of effort and a lot of dedication here over their 4 years in the program.
Yes, definitely. No, they've done a lot for us as a program. They've really good leaders too. And you just Nate Callen's our captain. Dominic Lutz, another senior forward, is our assistant captain. But that whole group is really just a leadership group for us, and they've done a tremendous job. This year, good times through bad, they lead by example. They might not say a lot, but their work ethic has been absolutely outstanding. And on the ice, off the ice, they've been a fantastic group. And that dates back to the last couple of years. They've really been good for us, and looking forward to giving them a good weekend this weekend.
Coach, best of luck this weekend against the Lakers, Friday night, Saturday night at the Ava Glaven Ice Arena.
Thanks, Rob.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.